First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, it's Rosen. A quick hitter complete. It's Bass. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion.
Check 99. Hug.
Throwing on second and long. Rosen. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now it's Rosen. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the left side. Bass. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, it's Bass. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
54, Mike, 54.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yo. Pick the edge. Come. Monday. Mike 5-4. I got you, boy. Slam.
6-6. Pull it high.
Now a give, right side. Bass. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Check, 59. All day, baby, all day.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our field.
On 1st down, it's Bass, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Monday.
Check hot. Check 55 to Mike. Check.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Catch made by Slayton. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Middle. Hey, alert. Hey, exit.
54.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen got a man, Slayton. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Down. 18 Gator. Back. Recon. 152 fighter. Wall. Get wall.
They'll run on first down. Stewart, he finds an opening past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Seattle.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up. Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, 4 down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Keep it up, guys.
On play action, Rosen. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Alert. 24, check 24. Watch the eye.
They'll try the left side. Bass. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch. Check Mike, 54.
They run the counter. It's Bass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Now a give, right side. Bass. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
General West.
On first down, Stewart, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, Orbit. X3. 218. Chop.
57 to Mike. Check pass. 57 to Mike. Watch 57. You.
2nd and 11. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
1st down, Seattle.
Here we go. 30 base.
Legs 57, right.
Now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Topper!
36. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
6 guys.
Blue draw forfeit.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Seahawks send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
They're on the 6-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Rosen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. Well, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run on first down. Stewart, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch quick.
Coaching spill. Ready?
2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
61, matchbox light. Hey, wahoo!
He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Stewart, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Darius Slayton, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks.
Ready?
First
8,
down.
read.
50 seconds, come on. Squish, double.
Big grip.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seattle.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Side left. You got 3 down.
Snap.
On first down, Burns. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Let's go, Green, let's go. Now let's get there.
5.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check back.
They'll run on first down. Stewart. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Stewart. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Stewart, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 152 fighter. Weapon.
Watch the twins.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Here we go. 30 base.
Here we go, D. Here I go.
Smith.
58's the money. Check right. 58.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 2, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Rosen. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bass. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
At the 40-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Play action here with Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Steps away to his left. That one into the hands of Kane. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Bravo!
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Brings up second and 14 at the 21-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Get it.
2nd and 14. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Seattle.
Down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
At the 23-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
57, 57's run. Here we go, here we go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Blue draw Corkers.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point splits the uprights. That game has gone final in Foxborough. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
At the 41-yard line.
Check it back, check it back. Watch twist. Hey, switch gears.
Rosen to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Open man is Galladay, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.